Hello, this is Geoff from Final Boss Fight, and welcome back to Discworld Noir. I think I'm getting near to the end of this. A lot of stuff has just gone down. Somebody accidentally summoned an Elder God and it's tearing apart the city. But now we've got some things here to deal with immediately. So, here's Warb. Oh, let's have a look at Warb. Poor old Warb.
It looked as if part of the ceiling had rearranged most of Warb's head. The only thing of interest on Warb's body was the charm bracelet, and I didn't want to take that back. I only hope he got some good luck out of it before his final payoff came. Maybe I should have warned him. Maybe he got what he deserved. Who was I to judge?
Yeah, poor old Warb. He had his uses, then he finished his uses. Carlotta over here.
Carlotta was obviously upset by Anu's injuries. I guess there was a heart in that cold chest somewhere. Come on, Carlotta, let's get out of here before the rest of the roof comes down.
I'm not leaving my master.
He's not going to make it. You can at least save yourself.
That's a low
Leave
voice.
us, Luton. Leave!
What about
For a god, Anu was looking in a bad way. I tried to listen in to what Anu was saying, but his voice was weak and faltering.
I should have known. The inscription. I forgot the inscription.
Quiet, master. Conserve your strength.
So you forgot the inscription. There's rubble, there's Warb. Is there anything else around it? Can I change into werewolf mode?
Oh no, I wasn't going to try that again.
Okay. Walls.
There was something about the walls that I didn't like. I think it was the way they wouldn't stop swimming.
Is there something over here? Inscription. There's an inscription over here.
An inscription had appeared on the wall. Maybe it had been there all the time and I just couldn't read it. I wasn't sure. It seemed to say, Quod nescient eos interficit. I didn't know what it meant. Quad meant what, but that was all I knew.
It's a clue, I'll take it. Is there anything else around here? Rubble. Anything in the rubble?
Sometimes I wondered if these ancient temples were designed to fall in on themselves at dramatic moments. I searched the rubble and uncovered the golden falchion.
Okay,
the
that's
sword
something.
was bad luck, but I had a feeling it was safer in my hands than anyone else's.
Yes, we got the sword back. Hopefully we won't get stabbed by it this time.
The golden sword had already caused me a lot of trouble. I had a feeling it was going to cause a lot more before long. Examining the sword, I noticed an indentation in the pommel. It looked as if something was supposed to fit there.
That's interesting. Let's leave this place for now, shall we? This is Coombe. Oh, that's not nice. There are tentacles all over this place. I don't like it.
The terrified cultist was obviously in pain and finding it hard to walk. He wasn't going anywhere. Well, he wasn't going anywhere fast anyway. What's up with you?
Broke my stupid leg when the roof came in.
Ouch.
Which one are you?
What?
You must be Coombe.
How did you know that?
I recognize your voice. Now give me one good reason why I shouldn't turn you over to the watch.
Please, don't. I didn't
That's
think
not a
I was
reason.
doing anything wrong. It was just a little fun, you know?
Oh
Secret
dear.
meetings and plots for world domination. I mean, it's intoxicating.
Sounds fun.
Well, now it's blown up in your face, and at least one member of your cult is dead.
Who was it?
Warb. He had a disagreement with a large block of stone.
I don't want to do. I'm terrified. I suspect that some of the cultists might have wanted us to fail.
Really?
Ooh,
Why?
interesting.
I don't know. Just a hunch. Please don't turn me over to the watch. I didn't do anything wrong.
8 people died because of your cult.
No. I'm sorry. I should never have got involved.
Where have the others gone?
I don't know. Back to the sanctuary, I guess. They didn't really tell me much. I was only the novice.
Maybe I was getting soft in my old age, but I couldn't escape the feeling that the poor fool was just a victim of peer pressure. I guess he just wanted to belong to something, and he didn't much care what. I sympathized. In my own way. Get going. I don't ever want to see you again.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this.
I'd better not.
Okay, need to leave this place post-haste. Little tentacles coming down from the ceiling. I want to go away from this place. Oh, my word. Look at that. Wow. I wish to report a crime. I can point names and finger fingers.
Things are looking busy in here, Nobby.
Yeah, I don't know what's come over everyone, but they're acting crazy.
Crazy? Isn't that a subjective term around here?
What?
Never mind. What sort of crazy things?
People attacking each other for no good reason. And jumping to their deaths, too. We haven't seen such carnage since the rule of Lord Snapcase. We've got riots out there, and they're not even being started by dwarves. I've never seen anything like it.
It's going to get worse.
How can you tell?
Trust me, this is only the beginning.
Have I got anything in here? Bandages?
Do these mean anything to you?
I picked these up. Don't know if these is anything to you.
Well, it could be the work of a plaster surgeon.
Oh,
A
interesting.
plastic surgeon?
Yeah, they're cosmetic surgeons for trolls. Some troll's on the run, wants to change his face. He goes to a plaster surgeon. The Watch would like to get their hands on any plaster surgeons working in Ankh-Morpork, I can tell you.
Don't you want to know where I got them?
They're just some plaster-soaked bandages. Why would I be interested?
Nobby, do you ever actually do any detective work?
Well, I'm only a corporal.
I'm beginning to understand how detritus got to be sergeant.
I think that's about it.
Catch you later, Nobby.
Yeah, right, Luton.
I want to go to the library first, to the Von Uberab mansion, to the library, and look up those bits I found.
When I went back to the mansion, the butler had some grim news for me. The Count had shuffled off his mortal coil, and the
Aww.
rest didn't wake.
I liked
He
him.
was sleeping the big sleep, pushing up daisies, crossing the final frontier, booking a vacation to the underworld.
I liked him.
Basically, he was dead. Fortunately, he'd left provisions for me in his will. He'd pay my way to the end of the case. And
Oh, that's
more
good.
Importantly, he was allowing me to continue to use the library.
That's really good,
What
thank
did it
you.
matter to him who used the library now he was gone? When you're dead, you were sleeping the big sleep. Nothing much mattered to you anymore. All the nastiness was behind you. For the rest of us,
I wanna go to the
the
library now,
nastiness was
please.
still all around us. And if I didn't stop that nastiness from crushing us all under its tentacles, we'd all be sleeping the big sleep. Frankly, I didn't think the afterlife would have enough beds.
Okay, so we are here, and we wish to look up inscription.
I worked out a translation for the phrase I'd seen on the wall of the sepulchral temple. What they don't know will kill them. Unfortunately, without something to cross-reference with it, I couldn't find out anything else about it.
Okay, so there's something they didn't know. There's a warning there. No, sorry. There we go. Stay still. There we go. What about this falchion? Can you look up anything about the golden sword?
1001 Golden Swords, the complete story of gold swords throughout history, had an entry on the Sorties Falchion. Their illustration was different somehow. I noticed that there was some kind of gold stud in the pommel where the real sword had an indentation.
Ooh,
Perhaps
missing
there was
part.
something missing from the sword, and perhaps that was why Anu Anu had failed to defeat Nylonathotep.
So there's something missing from the sword. Did I already look up about Nylonathotep?
I had a look through the Necrotelecomnicon discussed for students to see if I could find any more useful information. It wasn't long before I found the phrase that had been inscribed on the wall of the sepulchral
great.
temple. Quod nescient eos interficit. It turned out to be the motto of an ancient cult, the Dark Sect of Nylonathotep, whose emblem was the triple-lobed eye. The tome told me a little of the history of the cult. It seems the mad cultists of the Laddering Horror had conspired to destroy all creation, but their
As you
attempt
do.
failed, obviously, and they were believed to have faded into obscurity. I had a suspicion that's exactly what the cult wanted people to think. According to the book, the cult had a sacred artifact, a source of great power known as the Radiant Trapezohedron,
Ooh.
which could destroy Nylonathotep or give him dominion over all things
Interesting.
if it fell into his tentacles. There was no description of it, although the author seemed to think it was something small. There was something about a cult plotting to destroy all creation that disturbed me. I had a feeling you couldn't
think?
reason with people like that.
Do we know anything about the Radiant Trapezohedron?
I looked for another reference to the Radiant Trapezohedron and found it in the Encyclopedia Tennius. Apparently, 400 years ago, the Order of the Sacred Tulip swore to find the trapezohedron and prevent it from falling into the hands of the Dark Sect. Legend had it that one knight swore to never rest until he was sure it could never fall into the hands of the Dark Sect. According to the encyclopedia, he eventually found the trapezohedron and brought it to Ankh-Morpork.
Okay, so it's
where
here.
he was buried alongside it.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Can we go back to the sanctuary and see what transpires there?
I don't know exactly what I hoped to learn from the sanctuary, but I went anyway. Maybe I was hoping that all the cultists would be as easily intimidated as Coombe. I was wrong.
You're very sharp, Mr. Luton. You've done a very sharp thing.
Oh dear.
Maybe even sharp enough to cut your own throat.
You must be Kondo.
I'm flattered. How did you know?
I recognize your voice. You tried to kill me with that crossbow once before.
It's silver-tipped before you get any heroic ideas. The Dark Sect isn't as sloppy as the cult of Anu Anu.
A cult within a cult.
We
That
couldn't
explains
believe our luck.
what happened.
Mooncarve and Therma were looking for people to join their cult, and they actually wanted to summon Nylonathotep. Can you believe that? Do you have any idea how rare it is that someone wants to summon the Laddering Horror for anything other than wreaking havoc and destruction?
Who's we?
Oh no, it's not that easy. Do you think I'm the overconfident villain who reveals his whole plot to the hero shortly before placing you in an overly complex life or death situation that you then escape from at the last minute?
It
Yes.
might make life easier if you were.
Real life isn't like the clickies, Luton. The good guys don't always win.
What makes you think I'm the good guy?
I don't care what side you're on, Luton. All I care about is that we are victorious and that everything is destroyed.
I just don't understand why anyone would want to destroy the whole of creation. If you want to die, why not just kill yourself?
I'm going to achieve something with my life, Luton. Something that no one will ever forget.
Every Everyone's going to be dead. No one is going to remember anything.
And that's an achievement no one else can claim.
You're insane.
That's what my psychiatrist said. I had to kill him too. He knew too much, just like you.
Some people say that when you're about to die, your life flashes before your eyes.
Fighties.
For me, the world seemed to go into slow motion.
I told you, Luton, the good guys don't always win.
Very true, but they try much harder.
I'm dead, aren't I?
Yes, you
Am
are.
I going to spend eternity suffering in the pits of hell for what I've done?
If that's what you want.
Oh, I can't believe I'm not going to find out how all this ends. After all the work
He's
I
wearing
put
some
into
sort of
it.
weird wig.
It's never fun being taken off a project you've worked hard on.
That's the last time I get so involved in my work.
How right you are.
When I came to, I wasn't sure if I was dead or alive. That seemed to be happening to me a lot.
Hello again.
Have you come for me?
No. I was just passing through and I thought it would be polite to say hello. Isn't that what you're supposed to do with acquaintances?
If you want to scare them to death.
I'm not good in social situations.
Oh, death is fantastic.
It must be hard to fit in when you're a 7-foot-tall skeleton with a scythe.
I'll see you later.
That doesn't fill me with confidence.
That, I'm afraid, is your problem.
Okay, so what did that give me? A corpse. I will take this corpse and search it.
I'd killed Kondo, but at least he hadn't killed me. On Kondo's body was an amulet. It had to be worth finding out what it was, so I took it.
That's probably the three-lobed eye that we heard about before. Is it worth woofing? Not really worth woofing. There we go. Let us repair back to the library and see what this teaches us. This is getting weirder and weirder, this story.
The symbol on the amulet was mentioned in a copy of The Joy of Sects. It was the three-lobed eye,
Wow.
the emblem of the followers of Nylanathatep, the so-called Dark Sect, who plotted nothing less than the destruction of the whole of creation. Party guys.
Getting that idea, yeah.
I bet they were a lot of fun at dinner parties.
Does that give me any clues? No. Okay, so I must use it somewhere else. Let's go and say hello to Mooncalf.
The Temple of Small Gods seemed deserted when I returned there. I could hear mad laughter echoing inside.
Hello, Mooncalf.
Mooncalf? Is that you?
Leave this place. Begone. All are cursed. All will be destroyed.
It was Mooncalf, all right.
Can I ask him anything about this?
I have the sword.
Ah! Ah! Put it away.
That wasn't the response I was expecting.
What about this?
This amulet is the mark of that entity that you and your cult summoned. I found it on Kondo's body. Does it mean anything to you?
It means that Kondo is a traitor. He won't be the only one. They all hate me.
Traitors in the cult, eh?
Kondo wasn't a follower of Anu Anu at all. He worships the laddering horror. I think he might have been mad.
Madness.
He's not the only one.
Sweet singing in my ears.
Seems to be fashionable at the moment. Now listen to me. I need to know who else might have been a double agent.
Who? Who? I'll tell you who. They all hated me. Especially Foyd.
Foyd?
Foyd?
The troll?
Yes, the troll. I never liked him. I don't trust trolls.
Where is he now?
How would I know? He wouldn't tell me. He never liked me. Nobody liked me!
Did he say anything to you?
He said he was going to change his identity, make a run for it.
Ah.
Such a coward. Stupid troll.
That's where
What
that
about the rest of
Rhino
the cult?
Troll
Where can I
Plastic
find
Surgeon
them?
comes in.
It's too late for everyone. Nothing can save us now.
Where's your faith? Don't you believe that Anu Anu is the god of gods?
No! I renounce my faith. Anu Anu betrayed me. He betrayed me!
Oh dear. He's gone a bit mad. Just a bit.
Mooncalf jumped screaming through the stained glass window and began to climb the temple. I could hear Mooncalf ranting as he climbed up the outside of the temple.
I give my faith to one God, and it brings about the destruction of everything. Gods are nothing but trouble.
He's still climbing. He's quite spry for an old guy.
We don't need them. They need us more than we need them.
He's right though. If you read Small Gods. That's exactly the problem.
Atheism into my heart as my savior.
Oh dear.
I am a born-again atheist.
This can't end well.
I renounce all gods.
Yep, that didn't go well. Ah, splat.
Oh, I can't believe I survived that fall.
You didn't.
You didn't.
Your death then.
You've heard of me? I'm flattered.
Oh, what were the odds that I'd get hit by lightning just as I renounced all gods?
Yeah, this is the
About
Discworld.
1-to-1, I'd say. You're not the first.
This is the Discworld, remember?
Although I think you're the first to do it from the top of their own temple. Full marks for style.
Thank you, I think.
Don't mention it. I try to make the process as enjoyable as possible.
Who for?
So what happens next?
That depends on you. But you've renounced all the gods, so I doubt you'll be off to any of the heavens. Or hells, for that matter.
Well, what about reincarnation? I always liked the sound of that.
Well, it's not really up to me. But if you do come back, can I advise you to be careful what you say on the top of religious monuments?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know, I don't feel so, so dedicated anymore.
Death gives you a whole new perspective on life.
I should never have become a zealot. My mother was right. I should have been a tax collector.
Perhaps in the next lifetime, eh?
Say what you like about Mooncalf. He knew how to put on a show. Unfortunately, he hadn't left me with many leads, although finding Foyd wasn't a bad idea. I had already a lot of practice getting information out of trolls. All I had to do was work out where he was.
I wonder if Mooncalf is carrying anything. I can't go back. That's locked off now. That's a bit annoying.